the police report. It's so sad when a stalker is so sick that they post the spectacle to YouTube. But here's what I want the monkey to know. I could literally hurt your goddamn feelings and show you that y'all stalking is not interfering with my money. It's not. And another thing that I'm going to make sure that I pinpoint is several times in this live is that you are not distracting me from what I need to do. You're not. Your stalking is not going to affect my love life. It's not going to affect my money. It's not going to affect anybody's health. Okay. So I'm still sticking to the task of my healing practices and, my job that I do, which is healing. So, and I think that that's what they want to do because these people cannot ever be taken seriously. They want to distract, they want to make it look like, oh, we're doing all of this and come to me, call me now, because I'm the one that you want to see. Look at her, she's being stalked. No, business as usual. But that police report I did post to the wall so y'all could see that that was filed on the 14th. I suggested to my uncle, first of all, again, um, Mike is obsessed with either trapping me here because he's a loser, getting me put out so he can pull up and get his wanker chopped off because that's exactly what the fuck would happen. And he's also obsessed with knowing where I am at. That's the main thing, is that he wants to know where I'm at all times. And it's really bizarre because that's not my husband. I do not want him and I do not talk to him at all. And that's something that I want all of y'all to know. Okay? That is just the sickest thing for you to be that sick. I guess that this debunks the fact that he claims that he has a woman. If you have a woman, you wouldn't be stalking somebody like that. Goodness gracious. That is sick. That dude is very, very sick. I think this chicken is done. So it's been filed. And you can see the report number. We all know that the quasi witches are going to say, we're going to make this disappear. We're going to tamper with the case. We're going to do all that. None of y'all have the power that I have. None of y'all. Okay? None of y'all have it. So you can have case numbers, report numbers. You can have whatever the fuck you want. Okay? You ain't going to do nothing but get yourself in trouble. So, the report has been filed. This is not a game. I want nothing to do with Mike at all. Now, the report that I filed, it's filed as phone harassment. However, they have a thing in Kansas City, Missouri, where you can report it online, cyber attacks, cyber stalking. And so that's how I was able to report the revenge porn. So the revenge porn has been reported. All the links to the websites that he's uploaded it to have been posted. Typically, when you have a revenge porn case, it's usually not a lot of jail time for that. However, there is exact proof of the extent of the stalking. And I want y'all to know that it is a disgusting person. Like I said, my uncle has been he's healing from cancer. And nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves. You know what is funny? Oh my God, I just thought about something. you get, it's almost like they try to punish you for doing the right thing or being a good person. So I'm not going to discuss what me and my uncle discussed. Mike is over there posting on his wall. He has a right to put you out. What is he going to put me out? Because I don't want to sleep with you? Because I don't want to be a part of your disgusting BDSM activity with some sick females? Like, ew. He is not even embarrassed by his desperation. I'm not discussing any more of it. It's personal family business, but I can promise you that that is why my uncle was so pissed. That is why my uncle did that, because they began calling my uncle last week. They began calling and harassing him. That's what they began doing last week. I think it had a lot to do with him wishing me a happy Mother's Day on Mother's Day. Y'all are sick. Y'all need to get some mental help. You're going to get it, trust me, because the courts are going to get all of y'all. And, this is something that stalkers do, especially when it comes to gang stalking. It was meant for me to abolish gang stalking. This is real gang stalking. I will destroy you at every turn. Okay? You need to realize that your time is getting ready to come. You have no power. Okay? These people, they need to, yeah, they do. They do. They need to leave us all alone, but they haven't done it. And like I said, over in Georgia, they totally mishandled this situation. I don't know if the government in Georgia is okay with gang stalking, because I've heard people say that the government is somehow involved with it. Well, then you know what? Guess what God will do for me? God will make sure that the government does, because again, after 10 years of dealing with it, the police helped us get home. So I will change things for the better. Okay? Because that's got to stop. They do. They need to leave him. They need to leave people alone. They do. They are absolutely disgusting people. And all of them need to go to jail, not for 2 years, not for 5 years. If you stalk somebody for 10 years or more, the way that they have done it, right, it's very different from just following somebody in social media. You're stalking people, harassing people for 10 years or more. You ain't no good. Your brain is gone. You need to be locked up the rest of your life. That what I keep seeing is mental hospital. That qualifies as a person with a mental illness. So what nobody excuse me, sorry, I just drank coffee. What nobody joking with him. I think that he takes it as a joke. I think that he thinks that I'm his girlfriend. I think that he thinks that I'm just playing a love game with him. I think that he is very delusional, because I know how Mike is, okay? Mike has been trying to get a reunion with me. It is never going to happen. It is never going to happen. Not ever. He can post whatever he wants to post, angry and mad. That's too bad. You cannot force somebody to be with you. If a person does not want to be with you, you can't. It's almost like he's trying to hold everybody else up hostage and say, and I'm supposed to just go and say, I'll go with him. No, I would literally, literally, there would be bloodshed. There would be blood. I would never, ever. That is not my life. That is not my destiny. Hello, Lenny Pretty. Yeah, that ain't it. Nope. Never. Never, ever, ever. So, he's made his choices. If y'all remember last year, he's been saying all this disgusting stuff about me in social media. And I didn't file the report until May the 12th. And it's not that I didn't file the report. Because I care about him, or I'm like one of them type of people that's like no police. I will go to the police. I will, but it's something that you just want to go away quietly, and he's gonna have to go away. He's gonna have to realize that no, it's not happening. I don't know where. The thing of it is that I have never given Mike any indication that I planned on being with him or staying with him long term. I have always been very honest with Mike. That ain't it. Okay. I don't like him. And I shouldn't even have to say why. Like, ain't it obvious? Ain't it obvious? I don't even want to be friends with him. I don't want to be associated with him at all. So, a lot of people are wondering, they're making it look like they are the God supreme and they got me running from pillar to post. But guys, I can't come on here and announce anything. You're not going to catch me go like literally when I do my readings, and I'm not going to be camming up because you can see my background. But when I do my readings, you'll see a table. That's it. I don't have to show my surroundings or whereabouts. But I can assure you that all of those stalkers will go away. I was pissed to hear that they calling my uncle saying, "I know how to get your niece out of your house, and I know how to get." It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? This is a man that just went through cancer treatments. It's infuriating, especially when you got people like Kat Smith claiming that she's a nurse. I believe that that's her real name? I don't think so. I think that's an assumed name. That's an alias. If she is really a nurse, not only does she need to be, her license needs to be taken away from her, but she also needs to be thrown in jail for her behavior. Because Mike knows he announced she's aware of what my uncle is dealing with. Yeah, that is disgusting. People going through cancer don't need to do that. I'm not even going to give any updates, but my uncle's fine. He is. He's fine. He's going to be fine. When you're dealing with a family that already has had their own problems, family that loves each other and cares about each other, y'all ain't nothing. Like, my family has fought a lot of family curses and demons, so y'all not nothing. I'm just keeping it real. But yeah, of course nobody plans on staying somewhere forever. But whatever my whereabouts are, isn't it obvious that a stalker should not know your whereabouts? Especially them. So Mike wants to come on here, cause a lot of hoopla because he thinks he's distracting from my business. You're not. You're not. Stop doing that. And you know what? Another thing that is very unhealthy for what those people are doing to be accepted or normalized just because I practice my spiritual beliefs. That's something that is definitely that is a huge mistake because you can't make assumptions. You can't make assumptions about that. You can't just say, "Oh, well, you practice witchcraft and that's why." No, that's separate. That's stalking. That's stalking. Why is it that it's a lot of people that practice their spiritual beliefs, including Christianity, spirituality, and they're not being stalked? So that's not true either. Witchcraft has nothing to do with being stalked. It doesn't. There's people out here that are practicing witchcraft and in the church every Sunday, and you don't even know it. And those people are not being stalked. People, these are people that have problems. These are people that probably have read certain books about like MK Ultra program. You can't MK Ultra program me. You can't do that. And you don't scare me. You don't. So, and this little obsession that Mike has with homelessness, it's because he's got a void inside of him. He's going to eventually go down. The mind is going to be lost. He'll be one of those people roaming around out in the streets. That's something that's inside of him. He's been saying that even before, like he just, oh my God, the dude is perpetually lost in this world. You know what? There's a lot of people that are like that. They're not my problem. I can't do anything about that. All I know is how to protect myself and other people. That's all I know. And to protect my energy. That's all I know. Y'all see, I've been going through this for 10 years and I don't look haggled yet. How I look on camera though? I haven't been on camera all day. Yeah, it's dark in here. You can't even see me. I still look better in the light. I look better in the light. I shine the light on myself, so you can't like tear me down. That's obvious. It's dark in this room, so you can't see me. And that's what they're in denial about. That I'm not on drugs and I'm not crazy. So I don't know what to tell folks. Okay, this chicken is done. I'm gonna let it cool, and then I gotta. Man, you know what I could use right now, Stevan, is one of those chicken shredders. I need a chicken shredder, so I'm gonna let this chicken cool down, and I'm gonna start boiling my macaroni or my pasta. The recipe that I'm using for this chicken spaghetti, it has you get 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, a can of Rotel, and a thing of Velveeta and cream cheese. So that's gonna be delicious. That is gonna be delicious. Hold on, y'all. Let me grab my pot. Start getting this boiling. All I know is that if you running around here obsessed with Jamila and stalking me, you better go and get you some help now, because that's exactly what the courts are going to force you to do. It will be court ordered. That's the first thing the courts are going to do when they look at the situation. They're going to say, yeah, these people are mentally ill. That's what they are, mentally ill. And we've all been knowing it for years. And it's sad because y'all know that, though, in the past 24 hours, I have had to tell several people that I am not Mike's woman and he is not my man. So that's how a lot of people interpret it. Me and Mike ain't got no history. We ain't got nothing. Nothing is between us, and he knows it. He knows it. He would never. He could never. Okay? He could never. He wish he could ever get that lucky in life. That's when, you know, you can go off and do whatever else you want to do, but over here you ain't. I am not your wife, your concubine, your nothing. I'm not your victim. I'm not none of that stuff. So, you know, and I have had to tell people I don't even talk to that dude, and they like, what? It's very perplexing to a lot of people that I have not spoken to him. I put that on my life. I have not talked to Mike at all. So what's really going on? He's delusional. He's delusional. He probably over there having conversations with me, and he having conversations with a false Jamila, because he sure is in his feelings a year later. No, 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 no. So, and let's face it, we all know that he desires a reunion with me. A reunion of what? When would we just had sex? That's it. Oh, okay. Well, you're a whore. I'll be a whore then. I'll be that. I'll be that. You know. But I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, all of a sudden, you know, you know, is it not okay for a woman to sleep with somebody and say, well, you know, so I was supposed to marry him or something? No, 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 God, no, God, oh my God, no, that is not me. That on it. That's not it. No. And he even told me like a year or so ago, probably like in 2024. Well, you know, you done got old now, so you might as well just stay with me. I was like, oh, oh, oh God, no. Yeah, no. No, no. Don't let, like, can you imagine? Mm-mm. And I make my own money. Also, another thing, I wanted to talk about how the black community, this is a huge problem. And I'm not going to let that bother me and my significant other's relationship. I have known him for less than a year, but then again, it's like he's my bubby, he's my daddy baddy, he's my bubby wubby, right? Yes, I love him very much. But that doesn't mean that you know, y'all putting black women in a position of desperation to where, you know, instead of them being able to allow their relationships to blossom, y'all are trying to put pressure on the relationship to where people are being forced to move in together. No, you're not. No, no. No, I'm not even going to talk about anything nothing. Nothing about him. Nothing about him. But trust me, he got a place for me to stay. That what is that? Why do black people do that? Y'all are so embarrassing. Y'all are totally disruptive to the love process. And that's why they do that. That's why so many black women end up in bad situations. They end up impoverished. They end up struggling because of the black community and people like Mike. And when I said I met somebody, notice how unreasonable it is when I said I met somebody, y'all. Oh my God. And here come the monkey online telling my son, why don't you go live with him? I'm like, go live with him? Right. Sure. See how stupid and dumb that just sounds so dumb. Oh, also, Stefan, I'm baking a cake tonight too. I'm baking a cake. Let me make sure I got some butter. Uh-huh. I got butter. Oh yeah, we got plenty of butter. Yes. Let me take this cream cheese out too. No, nobody's gonna just move in with each other overnight. It's almost like black people are just crazy. Well, you giving them that pussy? Go ahead, move in with them. Like, what the fuck? They are, and black people are some of the most goddamn fucking perverted people. Talking about, I'm not talking about all black people. I'm talking about these people on the internet. Well, you fucking them, ain't you? Well, why? It's like, why do you even fucking care? Why is that any of your fucking business? I'm gonna tell you something. You not only do y'all have to protect yourself from the dysfunction that has plagued the black community for so long, but you also have to be careful with the egregore of the ignorance. You do, because stuff like that is supposed to happen naturally. You fall in love, you get married. Nobody's sitting up here like, oh my God, I need to live with you. I would never do that. And you know what? Another thing, I don't ask that man for money. I don't ask him for money. If he gives me money or if he gave me some money, that ain't nobody's business. I swear, I can't. It just, this is the reason why so many black people, they don't even tell people, other black people, about their relationships, because it's like all of a sudden you facing judgment and bad energy and evil eye. What the fuck is wrong with people? Really? First of all, I'm not even gonna say it's obvious. It's obvious. Then this whole thing in the black community, well, your mama struggled, so you got to take care of mama. What the fuck? Like I'm not that type of person. I'm not expecting my son to take care of me. He's supposed to be getting his job and going and taking care of his wife. Why do black people do that? So my son can't live his life, get his job, get married, have his wife, live his life because he got to take care of his mama? Like, this is one of the reasons why I just cannot. The black community been causing dysfunction and destroying each other's lives. Coming to a theater fucking near you. Been going on for the past damn for hundreds of years. That's why I don't like having folk in my business, man. I don't let folk be all up in my business. That's none of your business. They are weird like that. And then, as you can see, the black community is more than willing to support a stalker. I'm never gonna let the black community normalize fucking stalking. Y'all done. Mm-mm. Y'all not gonna normalize stalking, bruh. No, no. I swear to God, you know what black people have been doing for thousands of years? They have been absorbing the most dysfunctional shit and then attempting to normalize it and trying to sell it as black culture. That's one of the reasons why I want to leave social media. That for some reason that sector wants to normalize what they do, which is stalking. Oh, he about well, let him. I don't listen to him. Let other people listen to him. Other people and their weak, dangerous minds does not affect me. Trust me. Hey, I got everything needed. Let me now I don't tell y'all about my work, but do y'all realize that I've already done the work? The work has already been put into place that whoever is listening to Mike and his bullshit has no power because somebody like Mike is weak. He's obsessive and he's weak. So he's going to go live. He's going to have about his 20 or 30 people in his chat, and he's going to try to use those people's consciousness and energy to make something happen that ain't going to never happen. Don't nobody care. All of that has been fixed. Okay? It's been fixed. Trust me. If you got a stalker doing that right now, and they got an audience that's dumb enough to buy that shit, and like you're not stalking her, you're just we don't know, you are stalking her, but we're gonna deny it. All of those people are binded, no matter who listens to Mike, whatever he says, whatever, because it's almost like Jehovah Witnessing or something. When you say something, people agree, and that becomes a collective consciousness. That becomes an egregore. Because he's a bitch ass nigga that knows that I don't want him. He thinks that it's gonna change something or make something happen, and all of that has been disempowered. So just FYI, and he can't do shit about it. He can't because he's not competing with the earth. The earth will swallow that monkey the fuck up and his following. So he's trying to utilize his following on the fucking internet to get his way with me. And it ain't gonna fucking happen. Because I already got all this shit blocked out. I did work especially for that. That's called a thought form. That's called a collective consciousness. What do you think gives the president power? What do you think gives religion power? If you have enough people that are in that same frame of mind, but they can't touch me, they can't touch nobody over here. And the work that I did, I don't know, I can't remember exactly when I did it, but when it sits, it just gets stronger because I got a formula. So ain't nobody worried about that shit. Straight up and down. We do not care. We do not care, and I'm not going to show you what it is, but it's something that they can't compete with because they enjoy the charade. He's been using his rape, revenge porn, and degradation of me to entertain people, and all of those people are sick and perverted playing this game, trying to treat me like it's really weird because it's group domestic violence. It's really weird. That shit can't touch me. Don't nobody give a damn about what he talking about. Don't nobody care. And watch how his following dwindles though, y'all. Watch. Watch how that's gonna happen. He gonna go live. He gonna have 5 in the chat. He gonna be like, "Where's my people? They gone." Cause my spirit gonna get them out of there. Spirit already told me that. They said he's using all those people and their energy and their consciousness. Do this, do that. And see, a lot of people say, well, that's witchcraft. Well, hell, I mean, what else are you going to do? What else are you going to do when you have a group of people doing that? And then he'll say, Jesus Christ. It's like, yeah, but Jesus Christ ain't going to, what do you think? Jesus Christ is going to get your way? So it don't matter. Watch how well, if he's not in jail by then, but even if they all praying, we rooting for you. Stalk her, get her. I'm a pervert. I love it. I like it. I need more sex tapes. Listen, even if they do that, y'all, let me tell you something. All of them are going to become affected by it because they are a part of the collective consciousness of what he's doing. So he likes to try to use that. Well, funny how it ain't worked for me to unblock you. Funny how you've been doing all this stuff to attempt to trauma bond with me and to talk to me and to just, get my attention. But notice how I ain't unblocked you. Notice how I ain't unblocked him. A pig for that stupid thing that Talia drew. Yeah. Notice how I ain't unblocked him and talked to him. Then I also got something for the parasites. Because they're all very parasitic. Okay. So it's nothing he can do about it. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is take some kitchen shears and cut this chicken up with the scissors. Don't y'all I don't know why it is so therapeutic to cut chicken up with scissors. I don't know why I like doing that. Where are my scissors at? Yeah, so it doesn't matter what he does. It doesn't matter what he says. He's not gonna get his way. He's not. He can call my uncle 29 million times a day. My uncle himself is going to make sure that we good. So they can't turn my family against me. But my uncle was feeling kind of negative that day. And, he was feeling negative because he's dealing with the negativity. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that's one of the reasons why they be like, I'm gonna go live, I'm gonna roast you. It's like, but all of your consciousness is dead. It has no power. It does not take flight. You ain't got no flight, hon, or no flight. I can't find my scissors, y'all. Dang it. I'm gonna have to chop these up. And it's still very hot. Ooh, it's smoking. Ooh, that chicken look good. Yes. This is my first time ever making chicken spaghetti. It's hot. I'm gonna use a fork to lift it up, and then that way I ain't gotta worry about my hand getting burnt. I'm just gonna chop it with a knife. Watch him go live and say, I don't want you. Well, okay, sure you don't. Sure you don't. Usually when people are stalking somebody, it's typically because they want something from them. Well, then why don't you go away then? That's exactly what he's going to do while he stalks me day and night, a person that has not talked to him in a year. Well, what do you want? I don't know. I just want to be on here just acting a damn fool. I'm here to shame you for living with your uncle right now. Well, Mike, you've been living with your family all your life. This is literally just a temporary situation. What about you never being, y'all realize that Mike has never been out on his own? A man that has been out on his own don't have time to stalk people the way Mike does. If you've been out on your own, you done had your own shit, you done had a job, you done had to work. Let's face it. You know, when you got bills to pay, that's a whole other set of things. But Mike has never taken care of himself, and it's because he's mentally incapacitated. He done bought all kind of drama to his home. He's tried to bring it to my uncle's because Mike sits around that sector. He's a tyrant in his family. He's had people, you know, he can't as a man walk away from stuff like that. So, you know, he has no reason to be here. What money does Mike make on the internet? He doesn't make any money. He doesn't have a business. He's not talking about anything anybody wants to talk about except for those sick people. You know, wanting to harass me. You know, then he's caping for Cat because if y'all notice, every time Rio goes live and talks about Cat, Mike goes live and talks about me. So again, he's caping for Cat. It's inorganic. You know, they probably, you know, Rio is attacking me, so I want you to go and attack Shani. It's like, girl, get a life. All those people could have made better choices than that sector. I just don't see how they do it. Ooh, girl, y'all, this chicken is so tender. I did thighs. I didn't do breasts. I did thighs. I like that thigh meat. So it's going to have a lot of chicken in it. I used a family pack of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. That's actually my favorite part of the chicken. Chicken breast. I do like chicken breast. But I like to tenderize it real good. I like to tenderize that chicken breast and I like to fry it. Make them fried chicken breasts, y'all. He needs to leave social media for good. He's too embarrassed to do that. Believe it or not, it is embarrassment. And when you know that you've been doing something stupid for so long, you might as well just keep doing it until he gets carried away in handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? They want to try to justify it. They tried to make a career out of it. They tried to make it a thing. They tried to make it seem like, that sector is important. They made up lies about people trying to act like they're getting vigilante justice. So what they do is they made up crimes that supposedly I committed and that never happened. So, to me, when I look at those people, I just look at people that have given up on life, and that energy doesn't touch me. I've always been a very responsible and sensible person. So, I can't imagine continuing to do that. And to me, it looked like Cat Smith done gave up on life because I'm sure filing charges against her for doxing. She got my uncle's phone number all out there like that. She must be going through something. Apparently, she's not moving into no brand new house. That's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie. That lady done sat up there and got and life just all fucked up. Think about it. If you was on your way to a big pretty house with brand new countertops, and I picked out the countertops, I picked out the paint, I did all of that, but why are you miserable and online stalking people? That don't fucking add up. Okay? It doesn't. It is never added up. Something definitely is going on in Cat Smith's life. That's not good. Okay? It's not. And something definitely is going on with Mike, but it's their fault. And you know what's crazy is that, especially when it comes to people that practice witchcraft, people that do stuff like that, they'll blame it on witchcraft when bad things happen to them. I'm like, are you kidding me? You literally just bought that on yourself. I'm being arrested, y'all. The police arrested me. They'll go live. Help me. The popo is arresting me. This is black magic. It's like, wait a minute. We just all witnessed you stalking people for the past damn 10 years. What are you talking about? And it's not a me against them. What the hell are we competing for? This is still what I don't understand. Is this a competition to where I'm trying to convince people that you're wrong? People already know you're wrong. What the hell is he gonna say? And y'all, that's the hey, listen, if that was my man and I was into stuff like that, my man is sweet as pie. I got the sweetest man in the world. He is so affectionate and loving and kind. And he's black. So there is hope. He is such a loving man. Okay, that's another thing they want to make it look like, that black men, Mike, he's a puppet. I don't want to hear him talking shit. That, somebody trying to humiliate me and talking shit to me, that does not turn me on. And I think that's another thing. That's another thing. That's not turning me on. I don't go over there and listen to that at all. Okay, spaghetti's done. Where's my thing at so I can drain this? Yeah, I'm not turned on by drama and stuff. I'm not. He needs to leave social media for good. Just you best bet. Couldn't keep up mess, created problems for everybody. He done created problems for himself. Because I can guarantee you that them damn kidneys is failing. Them kidneys are failing. Trust me, I'm a healer and I'm an empath. That boy got all kinds of stuff going wrong with him, and I ain't gonna heal him. I heal my peoples. Okay? You know what? Y'all know that the kind of pots and stuff that they sell in these days, and my uncle got a lot of them. I don't know if this one is. I don't think it is. So I gotta get the colander. But y'all know that a lot of the pots and stuff, that you boil stuff in, the tops have like an automatic drain thing on it to where you can drain it. And I'm gonna call my son up here to help because I'm using the other one. Ty? Ty? Can somebody tell me how many he got in the chat? I'm just curious. Oh, his chat is gonna dwindle real quick. Nobody want to hear that mess. Hey, can you help me drain the spaghetti? Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I'll do it in. ingredients in I can't say it. Where's that cream of mushroom soup at? Okay, there. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, so we're just gonna start dumping this stuff in here, and I'm gonna chop up the Velveeta. It said the recipe called for only 16 ounces of pasta, but I would have preferred to have like a package and a half of pasta. I don't know why. We do be having a lot of leftovers though that we waste, so it'll be okay. There we go. Got that. Stevan, I'm just curious as to how many folks that he got in his chat, because those are a bunch of unfortunates. Those people have been pre-warned in advance. Everybody that comes with it, that comes together in the consciousness of what he's doing, is gonna suffer. People that come in, all his chat and stuff, people that come and support him, they're definitely gonna end up getting it. All right. I think his following has low self-esteem anyway. He got people like Miss L following him. Her self-esteem is on the floor constantly. Especially those females. None of those females that follows him around have real self-esteem. It's just all bad. No way in fucking hell. I got too much respect for myself as a woman, and then also I'm too pretty. I don't need to hear a man talk shit about a woman. I don't need to hear that shit. That's not something that I need to hear. But they need to hear that shit. That's another thing. And then plus they trying to help them because they're a bunch of perverts. I'm telling you, it's a sex thing, y'all. It is. That monkey went and showed. He actually shared sex tapes with all of those people. He did. That's why I started going to Asmodee. That's some perverted shit. I know a lot of people like, well, Asmodee is actually something. No. When you have an issue with a perverted dude like that, there's certain entities that will help you with that. I don't want nothing to do with that perverted ass shit that weirdo is doing over there. All that scat talk. Oh God. Please don't make me puke up my guts. Like honestly, we about to eat a good dinner. I don't want to lose my fucking appetite. This is dinner time. It's like 8. Well, it's almost 9 o'clock. But a lot of people eat their dinner around this time. Why does the fat monkey always want to destroy people's dinner time? You know what I mean? Anyway. You can't use the internet to try to falsify destiny, boy. You want to try to use the internet and lonely people, lonely, sad, and lost people on the internet to try to mess with destiny. Well, if you had that kind of power, hun, you would know where you belong. And you would have made better choices in your damn life. Okay? Oh, yeah. All right, I'm adding my cream cheese. Hey, baby. Hold on, y'all. Hey, girly girl. All right, y'all. I'm adding my chicken. Okie dokie. Look at this chicken. It's got onion and garlic in it and stuff. I'm just gonna pour all the juice in it too, just all of that stuff, because I baked the chicken. Okay. Alrighty. Now, the last step to this recipe is you put it in a baking dish and then you put shredded cheese on top to put like a little crusty bake. And I do have some Italian style breadcrumbs too. So I think I'm gonna take that extra step too. Oh, it's real creamy. Let me turn this all the way down. Yeah, I don't need to have it up real high. I'm gonna let all this cheese melt. Ooh, you know what I would love to have added to this? Let me see if I got a can of mushrooms. He got 3 people? He probably got more than that. You know, them people love coming on there and getting a daily dose of dysfunction and negativity and all this shit because see, whenever you have, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When you got people like that have an intention of negativity against you, and you're bringing together those people in that consciousness. See, my consciousness is just like, go get away. I'm trying to get rid of you. Notice that? Notice how it's always been, go away. I don't want to deal with you. That's our consciousness over here. Our consciousness is not to hold on to him. It's not. And see, and you know what? But I'm not going to quit insulting him because he takes insults as love, which I never saw anybody do that before. No, when I'm insulting him, I'm really meaning to disrespect him, and I do not like him. What is this? Some kind of, oh, hell no. Dude, I don't do no zero sugar. No, I do not like artificial sweeteners. My phone is only on 6%, y'all. I don't know why it didn't charge. It was on the charger earlier. That's weird. I don't know what he's fighting with me about, Stevan. I have no idea. I don't even give a damn. Let me see if I got a can of mushrooms, though. I don't think I do. No, I used all my mushrooms. I think, you know what? This is real thick. This is really interesting. I've never made, this is my first time ever making chicken spaghetti, y'all. But it looks and it smells delicious. It really does. I just feel like I need more pepper in it, you know? It seems like ain't enough pepper. It's not enough pepper. Yeah, so where is it? And I'm never going to be quiet. He's not my man. I don't have to be quiet for him. I don't have to do what the fuck he says. Fuck you. I'll say what the fuck I want to say. It's almost like he wanted to come on there and make it look like me and him still had a relationship because he is into weird shit. No, I'm gonna let the whole world know I ain't got a fucking thing to do with you. And that you're stalking me. So you deal with that shit. Quit stalking people. Quit harassing people. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh yeah, this is thick. I feel like I need water in it. I don't know why I just just need some water. It's thick as hell. Put a little bit of water in that. A little water in there. And then I'm gonna let that melt. And I hate to dirty up another pot, but I do wanna put some Italian style breadcrumbs on top with some cheese. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the damn thing. No, you know what? What is this? Okay, yeah, this is what I'm gonna bake the cake in. So I'm gonna whip up this cake, y'all, but I gotta plug my phone up to the charger. He's probably waiting on me to get off the live. I don't know why he's watching me so closely. There's literally nothing between me and that dude. He needs to give it up. He does. It ain't shit going on. I told y'all this morning. Uh-uh. I don't have no connection with him. And Stefan, you remember that fucking weird ass Talia tried to say y'all got a soul tie? Bitch, no we don't. He ain't got nothing to do with my soul, nothing to do with my energy. He ain't got nothing to do with me. Straight up and down. Not a goddamn thing. All that perverted ass shit. And I'm not into that either. And I think that he got mistaken because of the Tiffany situation. That's why I think that he's a part of like LGBT type of shit. Hey, I may have played around with Tiffany, but all that other weird ass shit y'all doing, bro, like, no. That is not me. All that revenge porn and shit, all that weirdness and shit. I will hate his fucking guts for the rest of my goddamn life for allowing people like Eva Fleming and Michelle Diable and just all of those nasty, disgusting people to just look at pictures of me and stuff. I hate him. No, that is disgusting to me. You know, I've never been into sex work and I've never had histrionic personality disorder. So I'm not into people looking at me. It's very non-flattering. Like as far as in the back of my mind and my subconscious, all of those people are getting wrath. And as long as they continue to do it, that's what the fuck they're going to get is my fucking wrath. Stop trying to be in my sexual spaces. Stop. You are denied access to every fucking thing about me. And I would be too embarrassed to go in his chat or even be looking at that shit. But it's like I said, the police report has been filed. I'm going to get off of here, y'all. And I'm going to go in here and get this cake whipped up. I got to go get my charger for my phone and get it charged up. Also, another thing, I'm not about to be homeless. Nobody's throwing me into the streets. That is not happening. Okay? But I tell you what is getting ready to happen. I'm gonna show proof to the courts that that court date is being publicized and we're being harassed because of it. And me and my uncle are gonna go down there together. So, get the shit straight. I really believe though in the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department are going to make this right. I really believe that they are. And I don't have hatred for the police. I'll call the St. Michael the Archangel. I sure will. And I got plenty of garlic. St. Michael the Archangel loves garlic. I'll make him an offering of garlic tonight. So, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Mitochondria. What chondria? Oh God. That yeah, she is very sick. Yeah. That girl is a sick person. She is very, very mentally ill. No way in fucking hell anybody would be talking about her and I would be in a chat room. She should be fucking embarrassed. But anyway, y'all, I gotta go. I'll see y'all later. Bye.